So basically what I've done is making a little board for my son Aki, and it's a 4'11". But yeah, I just had some old longboard blanks that I'd used for gluing up other stuff and had some bits and pieces lying around, so just glued them up with some Polonia stringers. And yeah, just got to sort of mow it out. Done a fair bit of mowing already, but sort of taking it down from like blanks that were 10'2", so 3 inches thick, down to maybe 1.5 inches because he's only small. And yeah.
What's the process with the glue up of the stringers, mate?
I'll basically just making sure that you've got all your pieces of foam all square, and then getting your stringers together, and then I just glue them up with some expanding water-based glue, and just sash clamp it all up, and away you go. And
was this going back to the back in the day where a few guys were cutting down boards, jigging things and recycling boards to make the next greatest innovation? Were you channeling a bit of yesteryear, mate?
It is basically a cut down, yeah.
Yep.
Which is what I was thinking about when I was gluing it up. But yeah, basically strip all the glass off of longboard and cut it down to make a shortboard is basically what this sort of is. But yeah. So yeah, it's 4'11" and what 20 inches wide, with a pretty wide nose, pretty parallel through here, so easy to stand up and bit of stability. And just sort of toying with the idea of maybe putting a swallowtail in it, or probably a half moon or something like that.
And what fins were you putting in this for the big fella, mate?
Probably just going to have some, like, I don't know, some just some little keels, I think.
Yep.
Just some miniature little keel fins. Yeah, not too high, so you still run up onto the sand and not knock them off, but enough to give a bit of direction. Probably put a third little stabiliser fin in the tail. He keeps talking about the fact that his other board's a bit too slidey, so I'll put a little wee stabilisers in the back of it.
And you get a buzz out of doing these sorts of things, Steve?
Yeah, it's fun, eh? Yeah, Aki was here helping glue it up, and well, he took photos, but yeah.
Pretty cool school show and tell project for the.
Yeah, it will be. Yeah, yeah. No, it's good fun.
Can we expect to see yourself or his fearless uncle out on this board, do you think, at any time soon?
Oh, I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
So there is a little bit of ulterior motive behind this.
There is a little wee bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have a crack at it. They're pretty much interested in making something a little bit longer, but we'll see how this one goes.
Nice. And does a young fella like a bit of cartoon animation on there, or is he a fan of the traditional resin tints or stripes?
We're sort of talking about Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, nice.
Yeah, so we might have to put some spider webs on there or something along those lines.